Hi, and welcome to Wrong Way. And today we're unboxing the TNE Creator series scooter. So let me tell you more about it. Wrong Way. So as I mentioned in the previous video, there's still a bit of scooters coming my way. Also, here's another one, the Dualtron Eagle Pro. So there's still a bit of scooter content lined up. And also big thanks to TNE for reaching out to me, letting me check this scooter out, and I believe this is for me to keep, so that's just a note for you guys. TNE is a scooter company that is interested also in brand deals, so if you're a distributor or if you're a company that wants to sell scooters, feel free to contact them, and then you can also have your brand name on them, and they're producing these scooters in bigger numbers. So today we'll check out just what's the first impressions like. Of course, we'll also have a review on this one. So let's take the Guads. Right away, here it is. TNE Scooter Creator V60. 60-volt scooter. I believe it's like a similar league like the new VSET scooters that came out, VSET 10 Plus, 0 to X 60 volt. So that's the ballpark, that's what you can expect here. Oh, look, reflective stickers. Pretty cool. And here we have the charging brick. Let's see what charging brick it is. Looks pretty usual. Output is 1.7 amps. So with this single charger, you'll be able to charge up the scooter in around, let's do the maths. Okay, so without further ado, let's get this out of the box. Also a multi-tool. Never recommend using those. Break really quick. Look at this galaxy pattern. Oh, right away we can also, we have a quick release clamp, very similar to what we see on the 10X. Let's just make it not really that tight at first, just to get the scooter out of the box. Wow, this handlebar looks really tall. All right, this is it. It's a big one. Pretty long. 1.26 meters, so very similar to 010X. Deck looks pretty big with grip tape all over it. Here we have the charge ports, similar to VSET style on the top now. GX16-3 ports, and yeah, let's just open up the handlebar too. As I was also reading through the brochure that they sent me, they also have a pretty cool overcharge protection. The BMS is supposed to be also pretty refined as well, and there's just a lot of safety tech in the battery too, so that's really cool. And oh my god, is it the tallest handlebar I've ever seen in my life? Oh wow, that's almost as tall as the Lime scooters in the city, like the big Lime scooters. That's really tall. Wow, and everything looks pretty massive. Like I wasn't expecting much from the quality, but look at this clamp here. This is basically so you can get it into the hook here and then transport it. There's also a nice rubber coated kicktail. The rear mud hugger or fender looks pretty good and sturdily mounted, and I think you will also not get any mud sprayed on your butt. At least that's what I think. Maybe a bit, but not much. Hopefully that works well. We have, wow, are these? Look at these rotors. Okay, 160 rotors, but that's also really nice. Really cool. And the brakes are, I think, mechanical brakes. So that's on the cheap side, but at least we have some decent rotor size. There's a spring here in the back. Looks to be very similar to what a Mantis scooter has. And yeah, just motivate yourself. Okay, we can also check out how much the scooter weighs. I'll just weigh myself with the scooter. So it's around 30 kilo. Basically very similar weight to a 010X. But man, this thing looks so massive. And that's what she said. But if you want to also change the height of the handlebar, you can just release these two clamps, quick release clamps, and it can go down or up too. Pretty nice, also nicely shaped clamps, pretty cool. But this height is like, look at this, like front element here. Pretty decent, pretty decent. Like it didn't look that good on the pictures. A little bit of bolt action here. Looks a bit thin, but I think it's well designed. There's also cables that are braided, nicely routed. Yeah, also a steering lock. Here's one cable going in. No cable is rubbing, but this one is really close. Really close, dangerously close, but not rubbing. And yeah, motor wiring goes inside as it should be, but here it's a bit low. On the back, let's take a look at the motor wiring too. It's here also on the lower side, so potentially you could hit it, but I think very low chance of that. Better than, for example, on the VSAT 9 Plus we've recently seen. Motors are 1200 watts each nominal power, but they should peak much higher, as I've read that the scooter has 8.3, I think, seconds to 69. Yes, 69 Le Mans kilometers an hour. All right, so let's take a look at the handlebar. We have a key. This thing is not properly mounted, but that's really usual just for transport purposes. So let's just open it up. I mean, turn it on. 66 volts, voltmeter right away. Bell, pretty loud. And here we have the display, very similar to the QSS4. 3 modes as usual, other settings, and I think here we also turn on the light. And the light, very moody, I would say. Cool here on the sides because it has side lighting and backlighting. And I think these lights are also brighter than on the VSAT. But yeah, nothing really for night rides. You definitely need some sort of lighting to ride in the night. It's like, it would be very irresponsible to ride the scooter in the night without any additional lighting, just the stock lighting. So yeah, other than that, Eco Turbo button, single dual motor buttons look, like look, there's just a small neat housing, like with this angular shape here to prevent these buttons from looking totally terrible, but still they do look a bit old-fashioned. Scooters are now having better buttons than that. We'll soon see, we'll take it out on a ride and see how it goes, but if you're a tall person, that's amazing. That's the tallest handlebar I've ever seen on a scooter. Like, that's really high. Not much stem wobble. I think pretty much no stem wobble. Let's see suspension. Oh. Bit of sound. Feels like less travel than Mantis even. But we'll see how it goes on the street and how it behaves there. So initial impressions, I would say, are pretty good for the scooter. I thought that the quality might be a bit worse. I think, well, here and there might be not optimal, but pretty usual in terms of scooters. So if this just had a, you know, a right price associated, like very similar to the 010X, then it might be a good purchase in terms of scooters. Pretty cool tires. I think these are also 11-inch. Or 11-inch. Ah, no, 10-inch. But pretty good thread also, better than slick tires on off-road. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so if you're still here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.